1,200 metres. Warwickadale a little bit restless, trying to get his head up. Sprinting away from the 1,200 metre marker, and Warwickadale jumped on terms, tucks in the early part though. Spritzer in the blue with the black cap began well. Tycoon touches right there, and Breeders' Cup among the leading group. On the right hand side is Mini Black with the red blinkers. Over on the inside, Lindaba's in the red, just in front of Cool Style. They're being followed by Lizard's Passion, is about 2 lengths off the leader at this stage. Further back in the field is Warwickadale, then comes Big Bird Brombilly. 1914 is towards the outside in the orange, about 3 lengths off the leaders. Coming down to the 600 metre marker, and Breeders' Cup just about the leader. Mini Black is on the stand side with the red blinkers. 1914 in the orange starts to move in. Then Lizard's Passion, Tycoon Touch. Further back in the field is Big Bird. Over on the inside, Lindaba. Coming down to the 300, Breeders' Cup still the leader. 1914's trying to throw out the challenge as they get to the 200 metre marker. But Breeders' Cup has gone clear of the opposition, and Breeders' Cup's going to win it. 1914's going to come out second best. So Breeders' Cup won at 1914 will run second, Warwickadale third, and Big Bird ran fourth. Back-to-back victories for number 4, Breeders' Cup, the son of Miesk's approval for Steve Sturleys and De Marini. Also bred by the same two guys, Anton Marcus, Garth Puller. Goes down in trip back from the 14, which won at Scottsville, down to the 1,200 and wins it again. Showed pace from the word go, and Breeders' Cup ends up winning at 2.5 to 3 lengths. Second, number 3, 1914. Third placing will go to, it's about 5 lengths back, to Warwickadale. That's number 14, and then number 5, Big Bird. Further back is number 1, Kingston, and then Lizard's Passion. The race time is 71,21, and Breeders' Cup with the black sleeves and the blue cap. 1914 tries to make a race of it, but Breeders' Cup has now won 2 from 5. That's the running of the 5th until the 6th race. Back to the studio.
Well, Breeders' Cup is turning out to be a decent horse for Steve Sturleys and Pete Marini. Of course, bred by the boys here. 4-year-old, started off his career late. We know the story with regards to his problems, and it's sort of a miracle story that he's racing. And well done to Garth and his team, who've done a fantastic job with this individual. And Garth just chatting to me off air that he hasn't even been on the grass yet. And Garth, nice to hear that you also put a leg up every now and again. You worked him over the weekend.
Yeah, Sunday morning, no one turned up to sprint him up, and I jumped on him myself, and I thought I wanted to get a feel of him, and I jumped him away, and he got into stride, but he was loafing with me, and I thought, no boy, and I picked him up, and he put in a nice burst. He blew his lungs open, but he was blowing very hard. He had a virus after his last win, and he's had no grass work. I really thought he was going to come up needing it. I knew he'd run a good race, but this horse has got class. He's tiny with all the problems, but he's got a good action. And I thought maybe his class could get him through, but I really thought that he'd be in need of a run. I'd just like to say well done to Steve and Peter De Marini, and thanks to Hollywood for their sponsorship. They've got a nice little horse here.
Just the one runner today, and this was the individual. How's things looking at Clarewood? We had a lot of rain there. Our race meeting was washed out. How are we looking for the weekend? God, you train there?
No, Clarewood, the grass track, if the weather stays like it is, it's 100%. The sting will be out the ground, but the course will be in very good nick. Clarewood's been racing well. You must know, Clarewood was in trouble a year ago, and Clarewood's basically carried Natal through. I think they've done very well there.
Thanks for that, Gart. One runner, one winner, 100% strike rate. Enjoy it.
Thank you, and I'd just like to thank everybody back at the stables for all the hard work they put in. Thank you.
Fantastic. Breeders' Cup turning out to be a lovely horse. He's now 2 wins from just 5 starts, and these other races he's been in the money. I think he's one to follow. Just chatting to Anton Marcus there, he says he was really impressed with this horse's performance over 6 furlongs this afternoon. If you got this quartet, the numbers you'll need: 4, 3, 14 and 5. 4, 3, 14 and 5, your provisional result, race number 5.